And welcome to another marketing snippet designed to help you to grow your business. My name is Carl Craig West from Buzz Website Design and Marketing. And in today's snippet, I want to just talk about a topic that's actually pretty big on the marketing radar for just about everybody who's into regular marketing, and that's emails. And more importantly, how often should we send out emails to our clients and potential clients? Now, as is often the case with many of these issues, there's no real one-size-fits-all answer. It literally does depend on you, your type of business, and your type of customer or contact. But that doesn't mean that all hope is lost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share a few ideas based on what I do and some of the people I know do and some of the things I know that work in the business world. So, first things first. The frequency of your emails all depends on two things. That's what business you're in and the types of contacts and customers that you have. And so let's have a think about how that pans out. So if you sell to consumers and you're in a position where you can engage these consumers on a very, very frequent, high-level engagement basis, you probably get away with sending emails out as frequently as maybe twice a week, as long as you keep them interesting and engaging and relevant to your target market. Now, a good example is a lot of clothing retailers will send out something nearly every week. I buy sport nutrition from a certain company, and they send me 2 emails a week, one about offers on sport nutrition and another one about workout routines and best practice in sport and exercise. So to some extent they're mixing it up a little bit. They still send me something out twice a week. So it may well be that if you've got a high level engagement and your clients and contacts are really bought into what you're doing, then twice a week is fine. But the key is to keep it engaging. I have a friend who is a tax consultant, for example, and she sends something out once every 2 or 3 weeks. A lot of her clients tend to be other accountants and people who run small businesses. So what she's trying not to do is to pester people. And this is a biggie in email marketing, is at what point do you feel like you're getting to pester people? And that's only a question you can answer. Another good way of looking at this is that perhaps you could take a survey. When was the last time you emailed your customers and asked them how often you can email them, or when you feels, when is a good frequency? Every week, every 2 weeks, every month, every 3 weeks. In all honesty, no matter what business you're in, I think you should be at least sending an email out every 2 to 3 weeks. I heard it said a number of years ago at a business talk that it's not your client's job to remember to do business with you. It's your job to remind them to do business with you. And if you're not doing that on a frequent enough basis, I promise you, if something more interesting comes up, and it's a bit like, oh look, funny cat video, and they're off. So what I would say is this: business to business, you're looking at probably a couple of times a month. You can get away with sending stuff out on a more frequent basis, but you need to accept that there will be a high unsubscribe rate if you do that. If you send something out every couple of weeks, as long as you're managing to grow your database faster than it's shrinking, then you should be fine. And that's a biggie, because if people are unsubscribing in droves, then you've got a quick question. I've got to ask yourself the question: am I sending stuff out too frequently, or is the stuff I'm sending out not relevant or interesting to my target market? And that's a whole different topic. But whichever way you choose, always remember to do the research. If necessary, ask your target database, how often would you like to receive our emails? And that will give you some indicator. Only a small number of people will respond, but that should give you a good indicator as to how often it needs to happen. In our business, we send something out typically every couple of weeks. Sometimes it's a little more if we're promoting something, sometimes it's a little less depending on what's going on, but usually twice a month at least our database gets hit with an email. People unsubscribe, but our database is growing faster than it's shrinking, and to be honest, those who are unsubscribing from our list are the people, in our opinion, who are least likely to buy from us anyway. So, and that's fine, we're happy with that, and so should you be. If people come off your list really, really quickly, then fine, move on, grow your list elsewhere. The key thing is this: keep in touch. And it's an age-old maxim that if your database, if your list, if your target customers don't know you're there, they're never going to buy. And if you're not reminding them that you're there, you're never going to stay front of mind when what you have to offer comes into mind for what they want. So however often you email people, remember it's up to you, your type of business and your audience. I would say at least twice a month for all businesses. All businesses, you should be sending some stuff out on email. Now if you think that's too much, that's fine, it's entirely your choice. I know that some people in the professions do struggle with this, but ultimately as long as you're sending out stuff that's relevant and interesting, then people will read it and your unsubscribe rates will be low. If you're sending out just another newsletter to rant about how great you think you are, if that's all they hear, I tell you what, that ain't going to work. You're going to have to send stuff out that's going to be useful, relevant and interesting to them. So I hope that answers the question. How often should you send out emails? Well, it depends on you, it depends on your target market. Anyway, either way, go and do it, make it happen, keep in touch with people. So I hope that's been useful. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Oh, and if you're still watching, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link's up there. You'll get an email from YouTube every time we send an email, every time we put up one of these videos, which actually, funnily enough, is about once a week. So, but either way, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks again.